Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, Justin Herbert in a classic Justin Herbert Chargers game. Burst the Lions. Fired up for this one. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. So before we dive into the video, a quick reminder about the Quarterback School Patreon community. This group is the foundation, the bedrock of this channel. Not only is it a great, cheap way to support the channel, but you get even more Quarterback School content. So if you're interested, hop over there. I'm really trying to create the environment of what it's like in an NFL quarterback room. So all sorts of nuance, depth, detail about not only the quarterback position, but high-level offense and defensive football. If you're interested, hop over to the Quarterback School Patreon community and join, become a member. The link is in the video description. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get into it. Justin Herbert, my goodness, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick, 300 yards, and an L. We're going to break it down, see what we got. Right out the gate is that pick. Now, I feel like this is happening more and more this year. Maybe I'm just more aware of it. But these quarterbacks coming out on naked keepers, not having a plan for when someone shows up in their face. I'm also going to guess, I don't care enough to go back and look at the press conference, but I'm going to guess that this is a throwaway. Maybe he's trying to fit it into the flat. It's a nice play by the defender, no doubt, but I can't imagine that he's trying to do this kind of over Billie Jean here. And so the first part here is when you make this fake, and I feel like I've said it so many times, when quarterbacks come out of this thing, you want to come out vertically, so deep, and then you want to have a plan for if someone shows up unblocked in your face right here. And usually the worst case scenario is you just skunk whatever route is in the flat. So usually someone's in the flat, you just take that ball and skunk it right at his feet. That's essentially the throwaway. Now right here, it's a little bit of a bizarre, I would classify as a bizarre naked, where they're protecting the edge and then late into the flat. And so not only do you have someone right in your lap as far as Thor coming right at your face, but then you've also got to navigate Hutchinson between you and the flat. And so this throwaway, if it is a throwaway, is now just kind of unnecessarily dangerous, and we got to put that thing in the front row. Now, if you're trying to make this throw, it's just a bad decision. Now, he can make a bunch of crazy throws. We see him make a bunch of crazy throws in this game, but this is one of those for who, for what? For a flat? You're going to make a dangerous throw for a flat? Just throw it away. So, I mean, it's just one of those things where it's like too many potential errors here. We've got multiple people between you and the flat trying to throw it through 2 pretty good players. Skymail, pick, not good enough. And again, from the flat, from the back here, we'll be able to see, again, someone right in your face. Now, again, because there's no one in the flat, you can skunk it right in front of Hutchinson right there. You just throw it, and again, easy for me to say with a clicker and a marker. I get it. You just throw it right here as hard as you can. The other thing you can do is if you want to come out here and set the edge really hard and then work back up so you know you can get Thor running past you here, then you come back up. And we've seen, who can think recently of like Cousins a couple weeks ago did that where he hit the backside over really quickly. So you have options. But what you can't do is be surprised when someone's right in your face, and you sure as hell can't make a bad play like this an absolute disaster by throwing a pick on it. And again, I'm guessing that's just a throwaway because he throws that thing like a rifle. The guy makes a nice play. Next one here, 3rd and 7. This is just Justin Herbert making crazy Justin Herbert plays. He's going to end up throwing it to the new number 1 down here to the bottom on a deep end, but it's off kind of that mesh dagger. And so when he's got a flush to the left here, he moves. He's essentially ripping it right over people's heads. Look, flip his hips. Look at him make that. An absolute cannon, right? Going to his left. He could throw it to 1 right there, right? On his left shoulder. That'd be nice. Nope. Room. Dunk. Right in the chest. Maybe we don't jump to catch it, but different story for a different day. Again, I really like the design here, so we're going to get mesh. So you can see here we've got the inside receivers running the mesh element of this thing. So mesh, mesh. Then we've got the dagger element of this, where we're going to run that kind of post clear or over, and then the new number 1 down here after the motion coming up where the ball ends up going on the deep end. And again, the reason why it's such a special throw is because we're moving to our left, we're off platform, we flip our hips, we rip it right over the mesher, right onto the chest of Keenan Allen. Just a crazy throw, man. And this guy has throws like this every single week. Got to go, flip your hips, rip it. Again, the arm strength on full display. Throwing it as hard as anybody in the league right now. Over, whoom, right on the body. Big first down. That same big arm, though, skymails this one to the bottom, the nub tight end. What I would consider a pretty open corner, so much so that the tight end throws up the mailbox for some reason as opposed to just running. But that's a throw you would anticipate most guys in the league, and I don't mean most starters, I mean most guys on a roster will make a high percentage of, 90-ish%. And again, all this is just high-lowing down here. So there's that 7 or corner. Here's that flat. Now, they struggled with some iteration of this all day. And for me here, the thing that's wild is it's a big window. So as someone gets in here into the flat, this is a large window. You can really just put it on him. And I think he might be trying to put it on him. It just skymails on him. He puts it to the backstop. So again, just look at the space down here. Maybe he plays it a little fast. You know, again, I would prefer the tight end not put his hand up and just run fast. But that's just me. But again, it's one of those things where you've got such a cannon. Showcase every throw. So just a little touch. You can pull the string on this. You can just throw a batting practice fastball. You don't have to throw at 1,000 miles an hour. So just the choice of club here, as opposed to, flying this thing off the back of the green. Next one here, beautiful touchdown pass. Keenan Allen shifting, going across. He's going to be the new number 1 up top. He's running double post. Beautiful throw, an absolute laser. Again, Keenan Allen doing everything he can to jump and catch it with his body. But man, this is a beautiful throw. A quarters beater all day, every day. Get the tight end capturing the safety with the vertical. And then this is just an absolute seed. Just the velocity on it. I think a lot of guys would probably make this throw. I think it's a great decision. But it's the type of throw that is unique to Justin Herbert. And what I mean by that is, if this is the touchdown on this post, and we're going to call what I'm going to call double post here. Once it's some iteration of quarters, and this safety right here is on the vertical of number 2, so number them inside out, 1, 2, he's on this, it's one-on-one to the post. I would say most people, most mortal arms would throw this with some touch just down the field. Justin Herbert throws a laser, like literally like a line drive up the middle that hits the center field wall. Just never gets more than 10 feet high, just rips it. And again, it's slightly more dangerous than it probably needs to be. It's slightly more difficult than it probably needs to be. You can see that corner almost come back and get a hand on it. But the velocity of the ball beats it. As opposed to, I think most guys would just throw a little touch, put it in the end zone, nice easy throw. Instead, we catch it at the 3 on a laser. So just the choice of club is always interesting to me. Again, it's one of those luxuries I never had the choice of. So if you could throw fastballs 100 miles an hour, you probably do. It works right here. It's a hell of a throw. The dude has ridiculous arm talent. But again, it's just slightly more difficult than it has to be. Like if you just lay that out anywhere on the EL, it's an easy touchdown. It's a great call, excellent design, great quarters beater, nice rhythm. Next one here, we're hot up top. He's going to try to get cute with the arm angle here. This is one of those things, and it's hard for me because I love the audacity of trying this type of throw. I do. I love the arm angle thing. I think if this hits, it's an awesome throw. If it doesn't hit, you're a little crazy. You're a little out of whack. You're not doing your team any sort of benefits here. We've got a corner and a flat. We've already seen this, right? Already talked about how this has given us issues all day. We're getting a free runner right here. So we got to navigate this. I think most quarterbacks, especially if they're 6'6", would just come back here and throw like a hand grenade up and over into the flat. Not Justin Herbert. He's going to like pump it, get low, throw like a submarine shot low and skip it like we're skipping stones. Again, I don't get that mad at this stuff. I think this is fun quarterbacking to watch. I sure hope and would hope that he throws a better ball than this. But again, is it a better play to just catch it and lob it out there? I think it's an easy first down if you just catch it, throw it high, flip it out there. It's just the in-game club choices for me sometimes make it hard to make sense of what he does. So I can acknowledge the fact that I like the idea of it, the outcome of it with some of these clubs. I can appreciate the audacity, but man, I would be frustrated as hell if I was calling plays or had anything to do with the effectiveness of this offense and someone's out there throwing submarine, skipping rocks. Next one here, 3rd and 3, Keenan Allen. Unbelievable route. Great design as well to move him, have him off the line of scrimmage. He's going to run a little double move as the number 3. They try to trade it off. Beautiful throw. Again, I love 3rd down shots. The defenders think you're running routes at the sticks. You come out, give a little double move right at the sticks, and then blow by him. It's just a great job. Great touch from Herbert here as well. So you know he has the touch. You know, I wouldn't say it's great touch. It's good enough touch. That thing comes out flat. I mean, it works, and it's a great throw. It's a big play. It's good. But again, I think the design is pretty awesome. Watch the defenders try to swap this thing out. So the guy who travels with Keenan Allen, 32, as he travels across, he now jumps up and presses the point. And then that little skip off. So Keenan Allen skips off, run a bunch of choices, options. You skip at the first down depth and go by him. Just a beautiful route, man. Great trade craft. Beautiful ball. Again, I just think it's worth acknowledging. Many guys here would throw this with more touch. And again, I get it. He has a cannon. He's showing off the cannon. But you see some of the misses that come from ripping balls like this constantly, as opposed to more touch has just a little bit more grace for error, more room for error. And again, Keenan Allen continuing to jump and catch the ball at his chest for some reason. Next one here, 3rd and 8. This is a beautiful call. Again, we're going to hit Keenan Allen, the guy on the shift, going across the new number 2 up top on what I'm going to call a slot slant. So the number 2 running a slant. They're going to pressure us to the field right off Keenan Allen's face. Herbert sees it, puts it right on him. This is a combination of a perfect call versus this pressure. So we're hot to the left. Herbert sees it, gets the ball out on time with good accuracy, right on your number 1 guy. Boom. That's as easy of a 3rd down and long as you'll ever see. So again, post shift here, the player who's lined up over Keenan Allen, kind of in between the 3 and the 2, he's blitzing. So you get this huge void right here. So as he exits and pressures from the field, we're just going to run a replacement route, a little slant or short post right behind him. It's just a thing of beauty. Paired with the shallow, creates this big void and window. Herbert sees it, gets the ball out quickly on time. Love this play call, love this design, love this structured play. Quick, not getting a hit, not taking a hit, getting an easy completion. Again, philosophically, this is my jam. Throwing it to your best player, going towards the end zone, not a static route, keeping your receiver on the run, good enough throw. You know he's going to jump and catch it. Boom. Protect yourself, first down. Next one here, 3rd and 3. This is a nice job. Again, we're going to end up getting the ball to Keenan Allen, the guy on the motion. I'm going to call this mesh rail. A lot of people call this railroad. I don't think it's run necessarily perfectly. And again, every team runs this a little bit different. I think it's just worth acknowledging Justin Herbert goes left 1, no, 2, yes, Keenan Allen on the mesh or the over. Nice catch. Ball's on the back hip. So a few things. One here, and I know I say this in the Sam Howell video that comes out today, this used to be a play that most people would refer to as bullets. And so nowadays people call it rail. And it's done different ways. I'm most used to playing this where that's a bullet or a rail, and you can throw that ball here, here, or down the field. Now, right here, it's going to be paired with mesh. So for me here, and I think he could throw it right here, if I'm being honest. So that's the first part. As the defender has to navigate all this traffic of the mesh, if he has to go under anything, you want to put it right on him. If he goes significantly under, then you can throw it down the field for a big play. So you've got options. If he goes over the top here, then sometimes you want to put it right on him. Boom. So that's the first part. That's one up top with the rail or the bullet. The second part of this is the mesh element of it. So right here, normally I would say this player wants to be under because you're going to the rail. You're really the number 2 here. So rail, bullet 1, under mesh 2, and then it's paired with that deep hook and the mesh coming out the other way. But what happens right here, the little details of this, is your boy Billie Jean drops off. So the edge player drops off. That makes Keenan Allen now have to bubble over. So now he goes in between the original mesh setter and the hook. So to me, he's in a spot he's not supposed to be. Normally, he would be under that original mesh to get the rub. So again, just kind of making sense of that. So we've got, a little details here where I think he could hit the rail or the bullet. The mesh is not perfect, but it works. Justin Herbert and company make it work. So first, let's watch the rail from the back. Could you put it on him? Right there. Put it on him. Right there. He's looking. Put it on him. That's what that guy does. Put it on him. If you don't like it, throw it down the field. Put it on him. Down the field, it's a big play. So you can see there's multiple chances there on that rail or bullet for a big play. Now let's watch Keenan Allen. See him have to go around right there as opposed to under. So the defensive end falls off. We don't have a plan. We're running some sort of like shuffle mesh, like up, like a little too cute with his stem. Again, it's a hell of a catch. The dude can catch the ball, no doubt about it. And Justin Herbert makes it work. But I feel like it could work easier. And again, it could be, if you're the coordinator, you're the coach here, well, what are you saying? You're like, yeah, that's a great job making that work. But is that going to work in crucial moments when we have to have it? Or should you just throw it to the guy who's really good at catching the ball, who's open twice in the backfield? Again, for me, when I watch it, I would get frustrated. Halftime, you dig the channel and you haven't already, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications. I sincerely appreciate you subscribing to the channel. It means a lot to me personally, so thank you for taking the time to subscribe. I appreciate you. Again, the Quarterback School Patreon community, a great way to support the channel, get even more Quarterback School content. We also have Quarterback School courses. Now, these courses are the premium content available through the channel. These are deep, deep dives on my favorite football topics. We have courses on RPOs, tempos, pass protection. The best-selling course is How to Beat Every Coverage, and we even have an entire offensive system available for you. So if you're interested and enjoy how I talk and teach ball, you will love the Quarterback School courses. Hop over there and enroll. The link is in the video description. We also have a bunch of free resources, also linked in the video description. And then finally, make sure to follow me across social media platforms. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get back to it. That frustration would disappear, though, with throws like this. We're going to fake the bubble to the number 3 and rip the seam to the number 2 for a touchdown. Boom. Excellent mechanics of this. I like the fact that you let your feet do the faking as opposed to separate your hands. So watch Justin Herbert turn, but he's ready to throw. And then he rips a fastball. Oh my God. That's such a good throw. I mean, holy moly. So what is this play? This play is faking the bubble to the number 3. We're going to come out here and again, numbering outside in 1, 2, 3. The number 3, we're faking the bubble to. And again, we're only faking with our feet. So we're not separating our hands. So you turn and flip like you're going to throw that. Then we're going to get what I'm used to calling a bluff seam. So come up here like you're going to block, run a seam. Bluff, go. And again, it's pretty wild, but this is the safety who is actually going to be the one that kind of makes this a difficult throw. Now, again, you got to know when you turn and pump fake like this, you're bringing dudes to the party. It doesn't matter when the guy's that far away on the outside the opposite hash, but you just got to know what you're doing when you're faking here. Not only are you getting people to bite, but you're also bringing people to where you're going to throw it eventually. I mean, you can see that safety up top, right? He is making a beeline over here. Really nice job by the number 2 down here, just coming off like he's under control, like he's going to block. and then go. Beautiful job. That's a big time throw, man. That is a heater. The arm talent, again, the fastball, never in question. This is the throw Justin Herbert does. Makes it look effortless. Boom. Awesome. Next one here, 3rd and 5. We're going to get a little quarterback scramble. Now, I think it has to be mentioned when you're talking about Herbert right now. You got to mention the finger. You got to mention, playing through some discomfort, through some pain. It's not fun to get your fingers hit when they're not feeling good, broken, jammed, whatever, let alone in a split playing NFL football where people are trying to hit you constantly on your hand. To be able to fight through it, run away from people. Again, I don't think people sleep on what kind of athlete Justin Herbert is, but it is nice to see him on full display here. Now, the other thing I will say, and again, we're not in their quarterback room. I don't know exactly what they're telling him, but I could guess that if we're running a little pick play here to get this number 3 kind of right here on the inside fade, this to me on 3rd down is open. And I think Justin Herbert can make that throw. For whatever reason, he doesn't. Okay, he's the decision maker, but I can just put the film on and say the timing of this, to me, looks like he could rip it. And again, you wouldn't want to throw it down the field. I'm not saying you want to throw like a fade ball out here. You want to throw the throw that Justin Herbert throws really well, which is a laser rocket shot right there, almost like a back shoulder inside fade, because you've got this safety over the top, but you pick these guys, right? It's drawn up perfectly. For whatever reason, he doesn't do it. And right here, it doesn't matter because he gets a first down with his feet. But again, all we can do is look at the film. Watch the number 2 pick for the number 3. Boom. Okay, you don't like it? Go make a play like this. And he can make a play like this. And in fact, I would probably encourage him to do more of this. So find that sweet spot to be able to go alleviate some of the pressure of making those crazy Herbert throws with just using your feet a little bit more. And I think you acknowledge the fact that he's hurt while he's doing this. Look at all these people hitting his hands. Hit, hit, hit. Run away. He's running away from dudes. Protect yourself on the boundary. Big first down. Next one here, we're going to work that same corner to the nub tight end and the back. This time not a flat. This time more of a choice. But we still can't get this right. Like, this is one of those things where you just kind of feel like, man, let's shelve this thing more. We don't need to run this again because we can't quite see this or hit this right now. To me, this is the same concept. It's not the same, but the bones of it are the same as I showed earlier, where the first time we missed the corner, right? We sky-mailed that thing. The next time we tried like a submarine to the flat. Well, this time it's not a flat. It's what I would consider a choice. And so when you run this choice with a corner, usually this is 1 because you don't know what he's going to do. He can run in, out, or hook it up. And then this is kind of 2. If this guy gets squeezed from the outside in, you can throw this 7 or corner. So if that's the case, and this is 2nd and 7, just throw it right here. This is the decision. We don't need these hero balls. This is a hero ball that is a turnover-worthy throw that would be and should be intercepted if the guy could catch. So again, just be the judge. Is the running back open on time? I mean, right in phase, right? If he just throws that to the running back, it's a completion. Instead, we're forcing it to the corner, and the corner should pick it off. The corner is running back there. We used to call these back in the day a Kahari. Don't pull a Kahari. 1994, 3 picks on the same corner play to the corner. My boy Kahari Jones probably pissed I'm telling that story, but Bob Biggs still talks about it. Just for who, for what? It's 2nd and 7. Just throw it to 30. He's wide open. He's really good at that. Oh, baby. Next one here. 2nd and long. Ball's on the 25. This is such an absurd throw. This is a scramble down here to the bottom. We're going to end up throwing it to the guy who, see the guy on the 2 right there on the 20? On a scramble drill, he's going to throw it with anticipation on like an inside move. This is a ridiculous throw from behind. I'll pause it before he throws it. It is a ridiculous throw. These are the types of throws of why people talk about Herbert and his arm talent. Watch when he decides to throw this ball. He's throwing it to yellow gloves right there on the 20. Okay, just watch the wide receiver. He's going to turn in from there. He turns in right there. Herbert sees the body language. He's throwing it right there. Yo, what the hell? What? He's throwing this on a scramble drill, going to his right. Got a really good football player right here. It's say what? What the? And it hits him right in the chest. I'll let it play full speed here. This is crazy. Just the audacity of this throw. And it hits him right in the gut. There is nothing there. He's going to start as the number 1 up top. He's running the shallow. So no, gotta go. Just across your body flick. And again, it's the ease. It's the easy gas. It's the velocity that it just pops off of his hand. Some people might see this throw, but nobody would make it look this easy. That's a line drive across your body with someone tackling you out of bounds on the chest. Stupid. It's so crazy awesome. I mean, just mind-numbing. Next one here, 4th and 1, touchdown pass up top. This is a beautiful play call. Now, there were some play calls in this stretch that were rough. But right here, this thing is beautiful. Great execution, great play call. In fact, there are multiple people that are probably going to be open here. This is kind of a modern iteration of a play that was really popular in the league for a long time. But this thing is beautiful. So you get the horizontal stretch, right? So we get the fake, what I'm going to call fly sweep here. So we're going to fake this. We're going to come out and fake the flip. So you come out ball handling, hit, fake this, and then we're going to get into our drop. We're then going to come up here with this bluff. So you get in like you're going to block, post. Down here to the bottom, bluff, corner. And you just read this saying 1 to 2. And they're both open. It's a beautiful job because it gets all these, essentially there is no third level down here in the red zone. So all these second level defenders step up and you're able to hit this thing. Now, back in the day, I think of this play as made famous by the Patriots, where they would run like wide zone. Brady would come out here, stretch. Manning used to do it too. Stretch the ball, and then quick little pop pass right there. This is the same idea, just getting there with a modern twist, with the fly sweep motion, with the fake pitch. Boom. Again, just watch the wide receiver up top. Block, go. And watch Keenan Allen down here to the bottom. He's going to do the same thing. Block, corner. You can see that would be there too. This is a massive play. 4th and 1, world class. This is when you talk about, Kellen Moore in his bag, these types of plays. Now, I'm not sure why he waited to 4th and 1 to let this rip, but it's a thing of beauty. And nothing says I'm going to drop it to me like someone who jumps and catches it at their face. But again, that's just me. Great job from Justin Herbert. Great play call, great design. Another awesome 4th and 1 touchdown. We're going to hit Keenan Allen up top as the number 1 on kind of an angle corner. This is a little naked keeper. We're going to get the slide. We're going to get a potential pick. Beautiful throw. Again, just the velocity. Awesome job, man. That's a big time play to make this thing a game at the end. Great job battling back. Big time play call. Again, on the edge. Look at the ball location. I mean, that's that same corner that we were talking about him skymailing earlier. Certainly a different drop on the move, but that ball where you just throw a laser right at him. It's a hell of a catch. Go up, boop, foot in the ground, finish it. Awesome. Again, 4th down. This game was crazy. So design-wise here, the guy in motion is going to be in the flat. So what a lot of people call a sneak, slide, or hide flat, just meaning we're coming from the other side or into the flat. That's usually where the ball's trying to go. The number 2 up top is going to run essentially a pick. So he's trying to pick whoever's going to cover that slide in man-to-man. Keenan Allen is also running essentially a glorified pick. This time they're on like an angle corner. So you end up getting this like low to high. And so this is where the ball's trying to go. He sees this thing pop. He puts it right on him. Just really nice, man. I love moving the launch point. I certainly love fourth down, putting the ball in your best player's hands with Justin Herbert on the edge. That's just he makes that throw look easy. Rip it. Whoom. Right on him. Great catch. Awesome finish. Big time play call. Just love everything about it. On the move, movement, throwing it to your best player, using your best player. Great ball, great call, big finish. Just didn't go their way. So that is a wrap. Justin Herbert, the Chargers, couldn't make it happen at the end. But man, this game was fun. This game had some great design, some really critical fourth down conversions across the board. I think it really encapsulates a lot of what the Chargers are and maybe what Justin Herbert is too. Some big splash, massive throws, some great playmaking ability. And then there are some clips where you're just like, we're doing too much. We're just doing too much. And I get the fact of why he would want to do too much, because there's probably too much on his plate as far as what they're trying to do and how they're trying to do it. But man, I would just like to encourage him to use his feet a little bit more, to play a little bit more in structure when you can. And then when it's not there, instead of making the hero throw, to just use your feet and just make things a little bit easier when they are there to be made, if that makes sense. I think sometimes he tries to do the crazy hard thing because he can do the crazy hard thing, and that makes everything more difficult for the Chargers. So let me know what you think. Thanks so much for hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one.